What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR and welcome back to another movie review. Yes, it's another Scooby Doo. I know I said I was going to take a break, just not yet. I want to review a few more of them before I take a break. And by a break, I mean one other movie and then jump right back on Scooby Doo. Because the plan is to have all of them reviewed, hopefully, by like mid next week. So Scooby Doo, Aloha Scooby Doo. This one, I have a few nitpicks with. So to start off, growing up, this was not one that I really enjoyed that much. Like when it was on TV, like it wasn't one I really anticipated and I saw advertisements for. I was like, oh, it's that one again. And it's one I really never enjoyed that much. Even though, like, because the first, like, 30, 40 minutes of it, somewhere around there, it's very slow and it's pretty nonsensical and just, it's not a lot of, is that the right word? I don't even know what that word means. Why did I say it? I don't even know what that word means. It's just it was really slow and had a very boring feel to it. Which is just something that I just didn't think about while watching this movie, and it legit did bother me. With me just sitting there thinking, was like, really? And I wasn't looking forward to this one going into it. But I didn't hate it like I thought I was going to. A lot of it did. And this one, I just really don't know what I really thought that much. It was the first bit of it being not very, but kind of boring. Like, I didn't have much fun with this one. Like, most of it just wasn't fun, I guess you could say. And this felt like an extremely long movie, even though it's only an hour and 14 minutes long. It felt so long. It drags on for so long. And a lot of the chase scenes in this, which are usually really fun and entertaining, like they were back in Loch Ness Monster. But this one, they weren't really entertaining. One of them was alright, but it wasn't really a chase. And the best bit of it was probably the last 20-ish, or maybe like the last, not even the last 20-ish minutes, like the last 15-ish minutes was the best bit of it. And this, it wasn't terrible. That was a joke that actually made me chuckle. Notice I said a joke. A lot of this one just wasn't fun. And the mystery wasn't great either. Just something about this one just didn't sit well with me. Like, it wasn't terrible. I didn't not enjoy it. But this one was one where I was just, definitely wasn't as fun as the last one. And they even bring back that animation technique that they did with the Loch Ness Monster in the last one, with these little tiki things. But for some reason, unlike in Loch Ness Monster, that worked. But with these tiki ones, they look like out of a video game, and not in a good way. Like, legit, there's this one scene where the gang gets surrounded by them, and they're just in one stance, bobbing up and down, and it legit looks like enemies from a video game. And I'm like, why? It's not really something that looks good. Like, I think the reason why it looked good or it looked nice on Loch Ness Monster, because it was darker shading and all that. But with this, it just didn't look right. This one, it just didn't look right. It didn't look great at all. It just looked off. And there's this bit when they're going through these caves that was really made the movie feel like it was taking forever. Well, really, that was probably only 20 minutes. Or maybe even less, but I don't remember how long. But that bit of the movie makes the movie feel so much longer. And one thing I do want to mention, this movie does have a cameo from Adam West in it. He's not playing someone who looks like him. He's playing like this dude that looks like Weird Al Yankovic. So basically Weird Al Yankovic voiced by Adam West, which is... I heard first with the voice, I was like, yeah, that's Adam West. I'm like, and I know Adam West, I think he's in a couple more of the Scooby Doo movies later on down the road, and I know he was a big part of working on with Hanna-Barbera, and a big part of Warner Brothers as well, because he played Batman. And just the fact that some things in this just didn't fit well with me. The animation still looked good. Some of the backgrounds didn't look the best. The fake outs that tried to like, oh, maybe this is the one behind it, really didn't feel good. Unlike some of the other ones where you're actually guessing and like, oh, it could be that character. Oh, it could be that character. But I'm like, you really feel like you're trying to force one down our throats. And there's literally a scene at the end of around the end of the movie where they're about to unmask the bad guy, and like they're guessing like Fred, Shaggy, and Daphne all guess, and I'm like, really? Those are your suspicions? Did you not see what that monster was just doing? Like, there was just a good bit of the movie where I was like confused and like wondering why some of the things were happening. I'm like, is this really where you wanted to go with this movie? Like, is this really with the animation and the all that? Just everything about that was just like didn't resonate with me for some reason. Like, the animation looked good, the voice acting was good, but for some reason, just the story fell flat. And for some reason, a lot of the characters' designs looked straight out of Lilo and Stitch. Like, and not even joking. They looked like straight out of Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why. And the bad guy's motivation wasn't even good, and just the fact that a lot of this just didn't resonate well with me, and it just was kind of ridiculous at points, and I mean, and people say, you can't judge a Scooby Doo movie like that. Bull crap. I believe a movie should be able to judge on all merits, regardless who it's aimed for or anything. If it's made for kids, if it's a kids movie or something else, it can be judged on all levels. Because, like I said, Zombie Island is one of my favorites, and this ain't no Zombie Island, I'll tell you that. It's on an island, but ain't no Zombie Island. And the fact is, just for some reason, when the Scooby Gang in these movies travel to other countries, they're not always the best. Like, legit. Like, Monster of Mexico, I did really like. I liked that one. But, like, two of the ones where they've gone out of the country, out of the U.S. and this one isn't even out of the U.S. How Hawaii is one of the United States. So I don't know. It's legit just something that didn't sit well with me with this one. All right, let's try to get some positives. Like for this one thing, Scooby wins a surfing competition. Sorry for the spoiler, but that was kind of funny. And Scooby and Shaggy in this one don't really feel like they have much to do. Like, back in the last one where I had a lot of fun with Scooby and Shaggy, they had some great scenes. And this one, they don't really feel like they have much to do until the literal end of the movie. And it's not the best way that this story could have been handled. But the fact is that it just didn't go the way. So, what's my rating? This one gets a 3. This one gets a 3. This may be my second least favorite or third least favorite out of the ones I've reviewed so far. I feel like that'll change later on, since we still at this point have 30 more Scooby Doo movies to watch. That's including Scoob. We still have 30 movies to watch. And 15 down, 30 to go. I'm just 30 movies to go. What did I sign myself up for? And I wanted to hurry up and try to get them done by next week. By like mid next week. So I feel like I can watch a good bit of them in one day and review them as long. Like if I record the reviews right after I watch them, like I can legit. If I didn't take like 2 days off of reviewing and watching these movies, I would have already have had them done at this point. I would have had a good bit more done than just 15 of them. But no, this one wasn't the best. I didn't really have much fun with it. Its main problem, it felt longer than it was. This movie felt so much longer than it was. And it dragged on. I don't think I've ever used that. I might have. I've reviewed like over 200 movies on this channel, so maybe I have used that. I don't know. Dang, over 200 movies. That is insane. We gotta do something special for the 300th movie. Alright, we legit gotta do something special for the 300th movie. That'll be awesome. But just something about this didn't sit well with me. I didn't have that much fun with this one, and it's just... I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one. It wasn't terrible. I'll probably watch it again one day. But this one was just, That's why it gets a 3 and not a 3.5. It just was, It's not terrible. I feel like I gotta save that 2 rating for some others down the line, because I think some of them are going to be bad. Like, I got one that's on my mind. I'm like, that's gonna suck. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!